all from Pampanga gather all over the world, and they will once again gather again in Pampanga for the annual Lubao International Balloon and Music Festival. And to tell us more about this, we have in the studio Rambo Ortega, who is the president of Forethinker Incorporated and head organizer of the event. So good morning, Rambo. I love your name. Thank you so much for being with us here in the studio. So tell us more about this balloon festival. I mean, we've had this in the Philippines for so many years now. So tell us how it moved from Clark. It started in Clark.
Yes.
Was that how it started? Okay.
The hot air balloon industry, or like the hot air balloon event in the Philippines, is not new anymore. So they already started early 90s. They've been ongoing for like so many years. And then we started in Pradera Verde in Lubao, Pampanga. 6 years ago.
Okay, so why the switch? Why didn't we just stay in Clark?
Basically, it's a different group.
Oh, okay, it's a different group.
There was one time that Clark didn't push through. So, but the balloonists are already in the area.
And they're excited. They know
excited.
This is our annual thing.
Yeah, so with the help of the Pampanga government, they accommodated it in Lubao, Pampanga. And they realized, I mean, they discovered that it was actually an area conducive for hot air balloon flying. So that's how it started. We got good feedback. So it already continued from there.
So in Lubao, you've been doing this for 6 years. Well, you're on your sixth year now.
On the sixth year, yeah.
Okay. And of course, you had to switch because Clark was also getting quite congested, I mean, with the airport. And so that would be harder for you to have all of these balloons. So what can we expect? 6 years, I mean, we can see the videos and the pictures that you have shared. I mean, it looks like a fun must-see and feel and witness event. So tell us, what can we expect that's different from the other years?
Well, actually...
is it still the same?
Yeah, our format is really the Hot Air Balloon Festival and the Music Festival. So the reason being is because the people already travel that far. They have to go early in the morning to catch the balloon flights because we're very dependent.
How early would be early?
5 a.m.
Wow.
Well, doors open at 4 a.m. Again, this is because we're very dependent on wind and weather conditions.
So the balloons fly basically early in the morning? Early
in the morning. There are some attempts in the afternoon, again, if weather permits, but it's really early in the morning. Safety is a main concern. But then again, we have activities the whole day, and then the music festival at night. So at least when they travel from like different parts of Luzon or Philippines, they have stuff to do. They don't have to just go there and leave. We have activities lined up the whole day till the evening. So it becomes a much fun event.
We can also just get our tickets there, or do we have to book it in advance? Walk-ins?
Yeah, so ticket is only 350 pesos per day. So you can go in and out already for that same day. They can buy it in SM tickets and also available on site. But of course, we encourage them to buy early to avoid the long queuing on site.
And the 350 is for the balloons, or at least, you know, watching and enjoying the balloons, the concerts, and of course lots of activities for kids that happen on site, at least within the area.
Yes.
And then is there like a shuttle that we can take from here to get to?
We have partners that can actually provide transportation, but we most will be either commuting or like bringing their cars. We have provided like information on how to get there on our official social media pages as well.
Okay, so talk to me about the bands, because I know a lot of people, aside from the balloons, will also be looking forward. I mean, kailangan sulitin na nila yung kanilang pagbiyahe papunta sa Lubao. So how many bands and who are the bands that we
So we will be having 12 performers. So we have, on the first day, we have Ben and Ben, December Avenue, Juan Carlos.
All of this for 350?
Yes, I belong to the zoo. And then on Saturday, we have like Shantido, Glock 9, Al James, Apple the App will be there as well, like Pampanga's own. And on Sunday, we'll be having Vice Ganda, this band, Moira, and then Bamboo. So it's really stacked up. The way we select the artists is because our social media page, we talk to our guests. So we do like polls, crowdsource on who they want before we finally decide who to bring to the
And there are
festival.
places to stay nearby
Yeah.
in case we want to do the whole weekend thing. Right?
So even the venue itself, Pradera Verde, they have villas there. So they have a wakeboard park, they have a golf course. So there's already accommodations there. But you can also stay in Clark, which is just like 25, 30 minutes away, or Subic, which has a lot of accommodations as well. It's very accessible.
Any do's and don'ts that we need to know as we
Yeah.
go
So basically, they just have to bring themselves. We've prepared everything. We have a lot of concessionaires, both featuring local products. We have souvenirs. So we just encourage them to just bring themselves. It's an open field, so do not bring as much valuables just to be safe. But yeah, we've prepared everything for the guests.
And since this is a balloon festival, can everybody or anybody ride the balloon? How are you guys going to do that?
The balloon ride is very, I mean, there's not a lot of it. And then it's actually the discretion of the pilots as well, because that's their balloons. We just invite
So
them.
what are they looking for? What's the one thing? So pag medyo senior or too young, I
Yeah.
mean, how are they going to, you know,
Yeah, they
separate?
of course they manage like if it's if they can ride the balloon, but it's for everyone. Probably not too young, not too old.
Yeah.
But as long as you can manage, you can actually
How
ride.
high? How long does the ride get?
It's probably like 45 minutes to an
Wow.
hour. So of course you just go where the wind blows. The only maneuver they can do is up or down. So they usually land around Bataan, Zambales, Olongapo.
Okay.
So from Lubao, that's where they start and then they land. But sometimes there's this thing called like box wind, which happens in Lubao, where you fly from Lubao, you hover a bit, and then you end up more or less the
more
same.
or less where you started.
Yeah,
And
the
this
same where
one,
you
I mean, the
started.
balloon riding, if in case we're lucky enough to get to experience it, is still part of the 350 pesos entrance fee, or will I have to pay an extra?
You have to pay extra.
Okay.
So like even going closer to the balloon, because I mean it's really close. It's just like if you want to go up close, more closer to the balloons, you just pay like an extra 500.
Okay.
And then we offer as well like tethered rides where the balloons are anchored, and it just goes up and down. So those are the more available balloon rides. The balloon flight is subject to availability on site.
All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing all of these wonderful information. And this is definitely one thing that is not to miss. Thank
Yes.
you, Rambo, for being with us. We have Rambo Ortega, who is the head organizer of the Lubao International Balloon and Music Festival.